Okay, so you have signed up to volunteer with MPP, and you sign the community agreements, and so you then receive from National an invitation to Slack. So I'm going to actually, so when this is what Slack looks like on the web browser. This is not the apps. Okay, so this is like here I've put in slack.com and it brought me here. So when you click on this drop-down menu, you get whatever Slack workspaces you're in. So the People's Party National has the white logo there, and the state would have the black if you're in the state. But so you're going to put in the People's Party at slack.com. You're going to use the email address that you signed up with National to get into Slack. And then once you're in Slack, once you've clicked on the People's Party, the National, the white, which is what will show for you, I'm in the state, so both show for me. So once you're in there, it'll bring you to this first page. So this first page, I'm going to hide this over here so we can see. So this first page will list, these are like general things that are there, threads, direct messages, if there's a mention or something, whatever, but this is where we list the channels. So channels are the start here, we'll list like where all the organizers are and stuff. It's a read-only channel. It tells you who your regional organizer is. If you're having trouble getting around or can't find your people, you can contact your regional organizer, and it lists what states they cover. And anything with a hashtag in front of it is called an open channel. So that means it's there all the time and anybody can see it, and you can go in it. And so you can see there's announcements, there's workspace notices, talking about the convention. When the convention was going on, there was a lot of convention talk, care and support, if you're overtaxed. Uh-oh. Do I have something running? I'm sorry. Apologize for that. If your message, if one of the channels is brighter like that, lit up, it means there's messages in there that you haven't read yet. And once you've read them, then it'll go dark like that again, or dull, whatever. The locked channels like this is, so I'm in the media messaging group, and it's a locked channel, so you would have to contact the organizer to become a part of that. So if you wanted to be a part of media messaging for National, where like I do the Facebook posting and I do some Twitter posting to help promote MPP. So that's why these locked channels show for me. And again, this one is lit up, which means there was a message that's not read in there that I would want to read. So open, locked, direct messages are listed below. A Slackbot likes to send you little messages every now and then. And so if something's in there, it'll be lit up, then you are underneath it. And then, so I had clicked on that, so that's why it's blue. And then, so it's telling me, check out this channel, check out that, whatever. I have enough. So, but anybody you've had a direct message with will be listed below there. So where you want to go though when you go in is go to the welcome channel, and then and type who you are, put your state name after you, and I'll show you how to do that. So the next slide here shows you, so at the top of this page, if I didn't cut it off, it looks like this on this side, and this is your profile. So you would click on a little icon, which I had to upload a picture, but it might have your initials there right there. But when you click on that, it gives you the drop-down menu and it says edit profile. So then when you go in there, so, I also wanted to tell you, so at the bottom, if you wanted to write notes to yourself, and I typed this in here, type notes to yourself here. So if you wanted to remind yourself of something, you could put your notes here. Like lots of times they post like Zoom trainings in like announcements or workspaces, and for like 2 days down the road, and then I put a note in my calendar, on my phone. Oh, I have a Zoom meeting at 2 o'clock, but I can't remember where it was posted. So you might want to type in here, Tuesday's Zoom channel the link is posted in announcements or whatever. So you can put organizing notes in there, or anything you might want to bring up at a meeting. You can put a note in there for yourself. So after that, when we get to edit profile, so this is where I could edit my profile. You want to put your full name in here as you have it when you signed up. And then here's your display name. So as you can see, I have New Jersey after my name, and then coordinator, so that people, if people are looking for the New Jersey coordinator, that's how I appear everywhere in Slack. And what do? I organize for New Jersey People's Party, and I'm in the social media working group. I didn't give my phone number to the world. And then the time zone is good. And anybody can click on your profile and see like this kind of stuff. And you can upload an image here for yourself, or you can remove your photo and just have initials. So, and then when you're done editing, you just click your save your changes, and then you'll have your picture, your name, your initials, and you're good to go there. So then after that, so as I said, you want to go to the Start Here channel. So again, this is the channels on the left, and this will show you, this is what is always pinned here. You can see it says it's pinned up here by the regional coordinator, Todd, and it has links to like the organizational structure, the community agreements and Slack guidelines, because we want to treat everybody with respect and not be disruptive and cause problems. But here's, it lists the working group coordinators. So if you wanted to join creative arts, you would message that group, or finance, if numbers are your thing, or media messaging, organizing. So then within these working groups, there are circles. So like I said before, in media messaging, there's Twitter, there's Facebook, there's, we're on Twitch, Telegram, TikTok, Reddit, Facebook, Instagram. We're everywhere. Ray can tell you. I don't even know them all. And then once you're in, and a lot of stuff I found out just by reading stuff in the different channels, and announcements is a good place to read stuff and just see what else is going on. And you can see everybody's name here who works in these things, and everybody in, all the regional coordinators or working group coordinators are so helpful. With the amount of work they do, I'm amazed that I've never met a grumpy coordinator. But so that's a good place. So that's always, so if you're looking for somebody or something, that's the place to go, is to start here. So, and then in the welcome channel, if you click on here, you can see like Philip Doyle did not put his initials there, but Paul Figueroa did. But I wanted to point out to you, like, so somebody posted a message here and 2 people replied to him. So what you want to do is you want to click on the message to reply, and in what they call a thread, and that's in the next page here. So when you click on replies and or his message, and you want to reply in the thread, it shows up over here. And this way, like when Lara responded to Philip, if it wasn't, it could have been 6 messages later if she just posted it in the channel. So it's always best to click on the message and type it in the thread so that the whole thread stays together. And same with the next person who, you can see one was 3 days ago, and then the other one was 1 day ago. So this way the whole message stays together, as opposed to when it gets broken up because other people are typing messages as well, which is fine. But that's what a thread is. And threads that you've responded to, you can find up here as well, at the very top. So that would be that. And then I just wanted to point out again, so at the very top of the screen, it has the white tile for the National Slack working space. So, I think this is, did I go to where this is? So once you get invited over to the state Slack, what you're going to want to do is to click on that tile. Well, after you've accepted, because when you click on that tile, it shows you all the working spaces you've ever signed up for. Okay, so a million years ago, I signed up for the People's Park. No, I signed up for, what's that? Not Me, Us. You know, the Bernie thing, and there was also, I forget what that was back in 2016. I have to delete those, but so these are the working spaces, and you can see that black dot on top of the, I'm pointing with my finger here, I want you to know, at the computer. The black dot means that there are messages that I haven't read yet in that workspace. So because I was at the time, you can see the ring around the state Slack here, that I was working in this space last. So this is telling me there's a message up there, so I might want to go back there and find that message. It might be important to me. And then once you click on the black tile, it opens up the state Slack working space. And so again, you have the hashtags in front of the open channels, which is start here, welcome, and announcements, which, you know, has a lot of what's in the national, some a little different, but not all that's in national. And then there's a general. And then when you can see the little lock in front of these channels, which are, you have to be invited into that workspace. So if you're in Pennsylvania and if you've been invited to the Pennsylvania state Slack, you're not going to see New Jersey, you're going to see Pennsylvania listed here with a lock in front of it. And so you can just click on it and you will open up that channel and you'll be able to see the messages inside. And so this is how it looks on my phone. I screenshot this from my phone. This is how the app looks. I don't know how the app looks on a desktop, which is where I started doing the screenshots from. I did it in the web browser by typing Slack, but when you have the app on your phone, you can just hit Slack and it opens up. It'll open up to the last working space you were in, but you just would click the tile at the top and it'll show you all your spaces. And also you'll get a little, if somebody messaged you directly or there's something that you have set the notices to notify you if something's happening, like with the hub coordinator. So the New Jersey hub, I want to see when, somebody types something in there or whatever. I have that set to notify me, so I know to go in and check that. But that's so. And so if I'm in the state and I want to go back to the national, I would just click on the icon on the top, and it's like a back button, which would take me to here. And then I would just click here, which would take me back to national. And that's how you get back and forth. And also your direct messages in both are at the very bottom. And so once you're in and put your state initials on there, and if you're in New Jersey, my name in Slack is Cate Manochio, Cate with a C. So you can direct message me and say, hey, I'm here. And I can also then invite you into the state group that way. So I hope that was helpful. Let me stop sharing. Anybody left? There are still people here, yay. Anyways, that's the pretty, and I found most of it just, it took me a few months, but I found my way around, and our regional coordinator, Phil, was very helpful. He's the one who showed me about the different tiles by clicking the tile at the top, you'll get all the other tiles. And once you start working through it, it's pretty easy to get around. You'll see how it makes sense. And then once you're an expert at this, in a couple months, we'll move over to the other site where we'll all learn all over again, but we'll all do it together, okay? But that's Slack. That's Slack. Well, it took longer than I wanted to, but anyways, any questions? Awesome, we're all experts, awesome. So if you have signed up in National and haven't been invited to Slack yet, I don't know who's messaging. Let me or Andrea know so that we can have National send you a new invite to national, we can't invite you to national, but once you're in national, we can invite you to state and local Slack. And that's it. Yay.